Hello friends, welcome to Kakati IAS Academy. So today we will discuss the topic of employment and all those issues which are related to the employment. Right? So first of all, what is unemployment rate? What is unemployment? So if you take this word of unemployment, it means those who are able and willing to work but unable to find unemployment, they are called to be unemployed. They are said to be unemployed. So unemployed are those who have the ability to work and who are willing to work but could not find a job, could not find a job, could not find a employment. So they are said to be unemployed. Right? So the rate at which the number of unemployed increases, right? It will be called as unemployment rate. So unemployment rate is nothing but the rate at which these unemployed increases. The rate at which the unemployed increases. So this is called as unemployment rate. So to understand this unemployment rate, we should understand the words like labor force rate, labor force and workforce. Right? So labor force denotes labor force denotes those who have ability, and those who are willing. It is all those individuals who possess skill and qualification to do a work, right? To do a work or to perform an activity. We call them as labor force. So all those individuals who are all those graduates, or all those graduates, for example, who are entering into the job market. That is all those individuals who have just completed their education and those who are in search of job. So they come under labor force. If you take the workforce is nothing but the number of individuals who are employed, right? That is all those individuals, right, who move from labor force and get employed. They are called as workforce. Workforce is nothing but those who move from labor force to right, and get employed. So it is nothing but all those individuals who are employed, right? All those, right? That is who find the job, right? So that is what workforce, right? So if labor force is high, that is the number of people who are entering into job market is high, and the employability, that is the ability to employ the labor force, if it is low, if there is high labor force and the employability is low, then it will lead to unemployment. So unemployment will increase when there is an increase in labor force and there is a decrease in the employability of the labor force, right? So normally with growing population, right, with growing what you call demographic changes, the labor force increases. As the demographic changes occurs, the labor force will increase. But coming to the employment generation, job creation, either it will be stagnant or it will be less when compared to the, it will be less or it will be stagnant when compared to the labor force. Alright, so there will be simply a contraction in the job market or in the job creation or employment generation. So this will lead to increased unemployment. So that is the reason. So mismatch between labor force and job creation, right? It will lead to unemployment, right? So this is what about the basic terms of labor force, workforce. Labor force participation rate, workforce participation rate, unemployment rate, right? So just remember these terms. So there are different types of unemployment. There are different types of unemployment, right? So demand deficiency unemployment, demand deficiency unemployment, which is also called as Keynesian unemployment, right? So this unemployment is created because of lack of job creation. So this occurs because of lack of job creation, adequate job creation, and this lack of job creation is because of, it is because of lack of demand, lack of demand for goods and services, lack of demand for goods and services. So when there is no demand for goods and services, right, and it is not possible for those units, right, which are involved in production of goods and services to create jobs. So when there is no demand, there won't be any production activity. When there is no production activity, there won't be job creation. So this is what Keynesian unemployment or demand deficiency unemployment. So unemployment is dependent on demand. Demand and unemployment are interrelated to each other. So when there is high demand, so here demand for goods and services. When demand is high for goods and services, automatically it will lessen unemployment. It will lessen unemployment and it will increase employment. Alright, so demand is the more important. So demand arises when there is a need for consumption. The need for consumption or consumption depends upon the income levels of the individuals, right? So here I'll try to bring the relation between income, consumption, demand, employment. When there is high incomes or when there is adequate incomes, it will lead to, right, it will increase consumption. Consumption will increase demand. Demand will increase employment. So demand will increase, even the the production activity. So incomes are more important. Creating, increasing consumption is more important. Consumption of goods and services. Income to procure these goods and services. Right. So when there is less demand, when demand decreases, when demand decreases, right, the unemployment increases. Right, demand decreases and unemployment increases. Right, so this is how demand and unemployment are related. So demand and unemployment are inversely related. Demand and employment are, right, proportionally related. So if you take, I'll check the present context of unemployment. So today we are facing the problem of COVID-19, a pandemic, right, where one of the effects of pandemics is decreased consumption. Decreased consumption because of decreased income levels, decreased incomes and decreased consumption. So when there is decrease in consumption, automatically it will decrease demand. So there is a need to increase this income, there is a need to increase consumption, so automatically there will be an increase in demand, right, so that this demand can be used. So this can be used to spur the economic activity, that is the production process. The economic activity, as well as it will slowly increase our job creation. It will lead to job creation or employment. So the stimulus packages that are announced, the stimulus packages that are announced, they aim at increasing this demand. They aim at increasing demand so that this increased demand can be used both for economic regeneration, as well as uh, economic regeneration, right, and employment generation. Employment generation. So this is what a Keynesian unemployment. So I have given a detail because it is important in the present context. Next we have uh, classical unemployment. Classical unemployment. So this unemployment, right, occurs. This kind of unemployment occurs whenever the profitability of the employer comes down. So this, when profitability of the employer, when profitability of employer comes down, it will lead to unemployment, because when profitability of the employer, when profitability of an company or industry comes down, then the employer will spend less to employ the new workforce, right? So it will discourage to employ the new workforce, right? So this profitability, when it comes down, so make this point very clear. So when profitability comes down, when real wages increases, when input cost increases, when taxes are increased. So these are the main things. These are the main things which affects the profitability of the employer. So when profitability of the employer comes down, right, automatically it will discourage the employer to employ new workforce, or I'm sorry, to employ new labor force. Right. So this will lead to unemployment. Right. Next one, frictional unemployment. You take this frictional unemployment. Frictional occurs when there is a mismatch between the skills of the labor force and the job market. Frictional unemployment. So it is simply a mismatch. I'm sorry. Frictional unemployment, it occurs. Coming to frictional unemployment, this kind of unemployment occurs when when the workforce move from one sector to the other sector. When individuals or people move from one job to the other job. So mostly it is between one sector to the other sector. So from sector to sector. So this is what frictional unemployment. So it is only a time being. It is a time being unemployment, and it is seen even during a situation of full employment. This kind of unemployment can be seen even in a situation of full employment. So this is frictional unemployment. Fourth one, structural unemployment. So this kind of unemployment is seen whenever there is a rise in population. When there is a rise in population, and this rise in population will increase labor force who possess a skill which is not matchable with the requirements of the labor job market. The requirements of job market. Alright, so this is what structural unemployment. So structural unemployment is particularly seen when there is high rate of labor force participation, or when there is high labor force entering into job market, and a restriction in the investments, right? So when there is high labor force and low capital investments. So this labor force can be because of increased population, right? And there is a restricted or a limited capital investments, which causes a high rate of unemployment. This is structural unemployment. Next one, cyclic unemployment. So this cyclic unemployment normally is witnessed when there is a change in economic cycle, right? So when there is change in economic cycle, so particularly it is seen during a recession period, during a recession of economy, where because of recession there will be a reduced demand, right? Reduced demand. So as I said, when there is reduced demand, it will automatically increase unemployment. It will increase unemployment. So this is what cyclic unemployment. So just now, as I was mentioning about the pandemic of COVID-19, right, which is leading to economic recession. Which is leading to economic recession. So this economic recession is a reason. It is a reason for uh, decreased employment. And we know that India, in the month of March, the number of people who got unemployed, right, it has went beyond 27 million, right? So this is cyclic unemployment. Next, disguised unemployment. Disguised unemployment. So in this disguised unemployment, it shows a situation where people though employed but their productivity is zero. So it is a situation. It is situation where though labor force are employed, their productivity, the productivity of labor force is zero. Right? So it is nothing but unproductive labor force, unproductive employment. It is unproductive employment. Right? That is the marginal product. The marginal product is zero. The marginal product is zero, right? Where we measure this marginal product in terms of value addition. Value addition being zero or negligible. So this type of disguised unemployment, it is seen in agriculture. It is seen in agriculture, right? This is one type of unemployment. Seasonal unemployment. Another word that we see is seasonal unemployment. So this seasonal unemployment is created because lack of demand or variations in the demand for labor force. Seasonal unemployment. So this is caused because of variation in the demand for labor force. Demand for labor force. So this variation is caused because the employment generation depending on seasons. Employment generation being dependent on seasons. Alright, so this is mostly seen in rural economy. Right, where the variation is seen during agriculture seasons, that is during monsoon seasons, where the demand for labor force in rural side is high, right? Demand for labor force is high during monsoon seasons, and during the agriculture lean season, during agriculture lean season, the demand for labor in agriculture activities is less. So we see a shift from agriculture to non-agriculture sector. So this is what seasonal unemployment. So this kind of unemployment is mostly seen in rural areas, right, and in agriculture sector. So this is seasonal unemployment, right? So most of this employment, most of this unemployment is measured. If you take apart, I'm sorry, before going to the measurement of unemployment, apart from this, we have educated unemployment, which is mostly seen in urban areas where the educated youth not getting employed. Technological unemployment, technological unemployment, right? So underemployment, another word or another word is underemployment, right? So underemployment refers to underutilization of manpower. Simply it is underutilization of manpower. Open unemployment, open unemployment. So it is nothing but laborers when live without any work or don't find any work. Labor force without any work. Normally the definition we use, any work or who don't find any work. Labor force who don't find any work. It is called as open unemployment. So these are different types of unemployments. So we have discussed about summing up, labor force rate, workforce rate, unemployment rate, Keynesian unemployment, also called as demand deficiency, unemployment, structural unemployment, frictional unemployment, cyclic unemployment, disguised unemployment, seasonal unemployment, right? So all these are terms which we have discussed in the class, right? So I would like you to remember each of these definitions, because in UPSC prelims exam most of the time